Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today is a special YouTube reading because it's a birthday present for beautiful Nina. So before I start, I want to tell you, of course, happy birthday. I hope you're having a magical day full of surprises and good things happening to you. I hope all of your birthday wishes come true and just enjoy your day, enjoy your birthday, and let's start with your reading. So we'll be starting with your palms, and the first thing I want to mention that you asked me is the lumps that you have on your palms, and you said they starting appearing on your feet as well, like on the top part. So this is one of them, and another one. So I do see that they're not yet very visible. They might grow bigger. So first of all, interesting placing. All of these lumps are placed on your lifeline, and they're all connected with interesting events in your life, and they're all connected with your past lives reincarnations. So I had a suspicion that this is connected with your spiritual growing, with your spiritual side, with your spiritual, I would say, mind. You are born extremely gifted, Nina. You have so many gifts and abilities, so many marks on your palm. Your palm is actually, to me, looks like a map that I can go and do my research and study your palm for hours and hours. So very fascinating lines and marks that you possess. And those lumps indicators of the things that you're supposed to do, but you're not doing them. So one of the major things you have in those lumps is because you're born an energy healer. So you're supposed to use your energy, and you're supposed to let your energy to leave your body and enter another person, like another human being, in order to heal them. And because it doesn't happen, so it kind of comes back to you, and it's kind of affecting your physical body as well, and in this shapes of lumps. So the less you practice, the less you kind of acknowledge your gifts and abilities, the more of these lumps will be showing up on your body. Maybe even in more places than your arms or feet. This is the beginning, honestly. It's reversible though. So the first thing I want to tell you, if in medieval times someone would see those lumps, you would be among the first witches to be burned at the witch trials, because those lumps, they called devil's marks, and they represent the abilities of practicing black magic. So those lumps, the first indicators that you have access to dark magic, and this is how it's coming out of your body. This is how it's the magic in you that you don't use, it becoming active in this negative form, I would say, because it's connected with your lifeline, and it's connected to specific events. I see that they start appearing in your childhood. So, and the first one actually, it's appeared next to the mark. That tells me that the lump came maybe a year later that you received a gift of seeing. The first time you were able to see a spirit or a demon or a person who passed away, and you didn't know how to kind of acknowledge it or how to process it. This is the lump that came out. And the reason why they're growing on you, because you're not really using your magical powers. I do think that maybe in this lifetime you are not really serious about practicing much. So that's why they becoming kind of more active on your palms, and more of them are growing. So the only way you can kind of stop the process would be changing your diet. You have the ability to heal yourself from within. The only way you can do that, and this is very common for energy healers, so you have to change your diet. First of all, you're supposed to become a vegan. So you're not supposed to consume animal products. For some witches, it's okay. For some people who practicing, it's okay to consume animal products. Do not get affected this much. You are extremely affected by what you consume. So your diet's supposed to be extremely healthy. Literally, the next year, if you want to reverse the process, if you want to remove the lumps, you have to consume a lot of leafy greens, like smoothies, or juice them, put them in a salad, not frozen ones, fresh ones. So for you, You know, in ancient times, there was specific diet for oracles and witches. If you wanted to be initiated into some kind of temple or practice, magical practice, for 4 years, people like you were put on this strict diet that would be only include raw fruits, raw vegetables, raw seeds, raw nuts, water, like juices. Now it could be smoothies as well, but only from raw ingredients, like for example leafy greens, bananas, fruits, nuts, something like that. Nothing cooked. It's like you becoming plant-based, raw, vegan, and also you're not allowed to have any type of supplements, like no smoking, no drinking, nothing that is not coming out from the ground, from the earth itself. And all the food that you eat, like 70% of your food's supposed to come from the above the earth and from under the sun. So the food's supposed to be touched by sunlight. So they're saying like the direct sunlight that goes into your body heals it, and thus giving you the ability to not becoming like serious practitioner and yet heal yourself. I feel for you, if you want to remove the slumps from your body, this is the only way. It's very scary diet. I'm actually using this diet myself, so I know it takes time to go into this. But if you even change your diet for like 50% and become like more healthy, more aware of what you put in your body, this will help you a lot. At least if you're gonna stop the progress and you're not gonna have any more lumps appearing on your body. But this is the sign that you are a witch. Those are the marks of the devil. Even though they're called the marks of the devil, it's not negative connotation. Maybe in medieval times it was negative because people like you were born for this, but this is just tells me that you have connection with the realm of demons, with the underworld, and with the demonic realm. I know you have a friend who is connected to the devil himself, so, and he's a nice person, so you know it's not negative. So you guys both connected to this, like you have the marks of devil on you. Sometimes they say like the slums, those are the places where devil touched you during your childhood. So it could be like representation of your power. Like each lump usually grows on the part of the body that has like the most strong energy point. So it also tells me that you can use your hands for energy healing, for gathering energy, for working with energy, and for protection as well. So if you want to protect yourself or others, and you feel like negative energy coming from other people, you just kind of put your hand like this and like to shield yourself from a person in front of you, like a kind of hamsa. If you know, like hamsa in many religions, it's considered to be a protection symbol, just like a hand. So you actually have a hamsa hand. It's actually, you have a mark of hamsa and Fatima mark on your palm as well. So it means your palms are very like protective. This is your right palm, and usually the right palm represents your destiny. So this is the palm that tells me all of this and shows me all of this like interesting symbols that you have and marks that you have on your palm. First of all, I want to mention that you do possess the Nosferatu Mark. So you have connection with Dracula, you have connection with vampires. You've been kissed by a vampire, and you had a reincarnation where you actually met Dracula. So this is interesting. So if you've ever been into like vampire or gothic folklore, or if you read Dracula or been to the castle, it's your connection. This is something that still your soul remembers, and you have interesting like story to tell from your past lives in regards to this meeting with Dracula himself. You have very interesting sign. You have actually like countless demonic ladders, which tells me that you are protected from evil spirits, and you've been practicing dark magic and many interesting practices in your past lives. Your ancestors are gifted as well, so a lot of protection is kind of like embodied on you now, so you don't have to be worried if you want to practice dark magic. You don't have to worry actually about any supernatural occurrences around you, because you are heavily protected. No one can hex you, no one can harm you. You come from an extremely powerful bloodline of witches and warlocks. This is something that you should be aware of. Your ancestors have like so many interesting people who practice, people who actually wrote many books on the occult knowledge and spread a lot of knowledge among others. So you are very special since the day you were born. Your soul, I think, chose your family for a specific reason. So you have this connection with your bloodline. You might not have the connection with your family, like in terms of spirituality. You might be like the only one living now who might be practicing, but the bloodline itself, like since ancient times, crazy people been sharing your blood for sure. You have interesting marks here, which tells me that you are multidimensional beings. So you're multidimensional means you can travel through different dimensions, like you can astral project, you can see different realms, you can gain access to many places, and you can practice and develop a very powerful remote viewing. So literally, if you close your eyes, you can be in any place of Earth and see what other people are doing at any given moment, past or future. You have the Orion belt on you, which tells me that you had a strong connection with ancient Egypt and you used to practice divination and powerful magical practices of ancient Egypt. This magic still with you, so you can use spells from the Book of the Dead. This is something that your soul kind of did in your past lives. Among many past lives that you have, one in the ancient Egypt, you've been working in the temple of Isis, and as a priest, it was a male reincarnation, and you actually been assigned to work with the Egyptian Book of the Dead. So you've been assigning the spells to help people who passed away to find the heaven, literally. So you've been helping with the passing of the soul. In this lifetime, you're still able to help with this process. So it's kind of like rite of passage. Your soul still has the connection with the death, and the way you're connected to the death, it's like you can help people to make it easier, and you can help people to reincarnate again. This is actually very interesting because this part of your palm tells me that you supposed to, when you reincarnate next time, it's not supposed to be on Earth. You are a monk of these people who have the ability to choose the next lifetime. Some people, they're supposed to come back to Earth. In your case scenario, you can go anywhere else. Like you literally can go to any other dimension or realm. And it's already stamped here, so you've been born with this ability, because I think this is the last time you're here on Earth, because you chose to come here because you are looking for someone. It's like you have a soul contract with another soul, possibly your lover, and because of this person you came to Earth because you wanted to meet this person again, and you have the ability to take the soul of the person, your lover, your soulmate, with you. So you're kind of waiting to meet this person and to ascend, I would say, to not to go back to Earth again. When it comes to your love life, it's interesting. You are this type of person who can easily go into serious relationship. You are the marrying kind. People always respect you and they see your worth. You are, even though people fall in love with you easily, any gender, you are open and likable by any gender out there, but you are very choosy when it comes to a person. You're very choosy to let the people into your life and to your body as well. Like you're very serious about that, and you're supposed to be with something special, with someone special. You're always looking for the relationship that's supposed to be more magnificent than any relationship you ever had before, so you're always progressing. You have a mark of it's called the Cerberus Mark. So it means in your past lives, one of the lovers that you had was a god of the underworld. And the Cerberus Mark, it tells me that the Cerberus, the dog that belonged to Hades, this dog is still protecting you. So sometimes when you see stray dogs on the streets like following you, it's like a sign from the Hades, like I'm watching you, I'm watching over you, and you're still protected in this reincarnation and this realm as well. When it comes to your magical abilities, aside of being a witch and multi-dimensional traveler, I would say. Of course, you're a healer, but being a healer is not something that's you really supposed to do in this lifetime. You're supposed to practice your magic. You're really supposed to embrace your darkness and the source of your power. Because if you don't do that, it might affect your physical body more, and you might kind of invoke more diseases that are not supposed to come to you. Your physical body is always struggling. There is always something that trying to break it, and some unexplainable diseases. I think with time there is more possibilities of this coming in, but there is also a possibility of you of hiding from all of these diseases. The sicknesses that might strike you, they usually, if you go to doctor, like whatever you had in the past, like they never have an explanation for this, and in the future you might actually become so healthy that your physical body will be not aging. So you will always look young and you will feel strong and powerful. So the more older you become, the better you feel and the younger you look. But only if you start practicing. It's a catch, I think, for you. I want to see your left palm. I have it here. So when it comes to your left palm usually represents your free will and the choices of life that you make, and like literally how do you live your life. So the complete opposite of destiny. So when it comes to your free will, I see that's interesting mark. This is the Cerberus Mark from Amazigh people of Northern Africa. So it means in one of your incarnations you practice black magic from Northern Africa. So in this lifetime, if you have a chance, you should visit Tunisia, Morocco, and Egypt for sure. This is something that kind of still got ties with your soul. So when you go, you're going to feel the calling of the land, the desert, the sand, the nature that you're going to see there. It's all kind of going to help you to develop your abilities more. This land represents a soul that came with you. It's like an invisible friend that you used to have until you turn maybe 12, and then he disappeared. It was a soul that was following you. I would say the connection that wasn't broken from past lives as well. And the person, the soul, left you because you became strong. You didn't need it. You stopped being in need of this friendship, and the soul felt it and they left. But they got another incarnation. So you might meet this person later in life. When you meet people like this, like the guardian souls, usually it becomes like instant connection. Like you feel connected to this person even it's a stranger. Doesn't matter the age. It's probably going to be like much younger than you, maybe 13 years younger. And this person going to be something special. It could be like 5-minute encounter and then you never see this person again, but you will remember forever. When it comes to your life, it's heavily affected by your past lives. Everything you do in life subconsciously always connected in every way and shape or form to the past lives that you had. This is your physical body, and it has so many lines that comes from your past, and your physical body and your mental body always affected by the past life reincarnation, because I think the reason why it's, like I said, you are a multi-dimensional traveler, so for you for your soul, the idea of time and space doesn't exist as for us humans. So for you, like sometimes you get entangled in the past and in the future. It's like, you know, when you dream and you see different dreams, and sometimes when you wake up, it takes you like a few moments to realize that you are you and you're here and this is your bed and this is your room. So for your soul, it's the same. Sometimes your soul gets confused in which dimension you are, which reality, what's going on, and it's starting affecting you. And it comes with your love life. Every person that you ever loved came from your past lives. You haven't loved or kissed anyone in this lifetime who you didn't love or kissed in your past life. So even if you're dating a stranger, you already had the lifetime reincarnation with this person. When it comes to your physical body and your physical health, every disease you have also comes from your past lives. And it's sometimes they manifest in different shapes. Like, for example, if in your past lives, when you hit 30, you had some kind of, like, for example, you broke an arm. So in this lifetime, it's going to happen at the same time. So the only reason to avoid it is for you to acknowledge this lifetime reincarnation, start practicing, and by practicing, you become more present in this lifetime, more present in this realm, and more present in this physical body. So you will give more value to this lifetime, to your own routine, to your own life. And it's kind of, it becomes like a grounding for your soul, that you know, like, you're reincarnated here and now, and this is the most important, and this is where you're concentrating on, because your soul forever seeking magic, and most magic that you had used to be in your past lives. You have like an amazing mark of the witch, like here and there, like so many of them, which tells me that you can practice like different branches of magic, and for you there is no need to be choosing something specific. Alchemy, like alchemical symbol, is something important for you, and sigils, symbols, in a shape or form, like for you it's like an art. It becomes an art, so you can even create them yourself. You're an artist, and creating something that has secret occult meaning, it's something amazing for you, because you will put occult meaning to something like normal, and for your mind it will help you to connect the realm of science and normal life with the realm of magic. You have this crazy sign. This is very interesting mark. It's the High Priestess mark, and it's connected with the practices of shamans of northern Russia, like Siberian shamans. And it tells me that you had 3 reincarnations practicing shamanism. In this lifetime, you're not supposed to practice shamanism, but for you, at least once, you're supposed to visit a shamanic ceremony. Ideally, it would be in northern Russia, but any shamanic ceremony is going to help you to remember the connection. It's important for you to hear drums, throat singing, in-person live. It might give you like some kind of sensations that will help to heal your body. When it comes to healing, like I said, you're supposed to heal yourself because you're a healer, but sometimes it's very hard because you don't believe in your strengths and you don't believe in your powers. So seeking help of practitioners who are energy healers or some kind of alternative medicine is very good for you. So when you feel bad or you're low on energy, like a healing session or sound healing session would be an amazing thing for you to try for sure. Also, I want to mention these lines. Each line represents a guardian spirit that you have with you. So you have 8 guardian spirits. 4 of them are human. So this is your ancestors who pass down the gifts to you. And you have 2 angels and 2 demons. Your demons actually chose you. If you want to know the name of the demons, like let me know, I'll let you know. And angels as well. You have the ability to talk to them and to see them. And interestingly enough, you do have like a Ringa Morgana. So you have a guardian demon, which used to be your lover in one of your past lives, and he's still guarding you to this day. The most interesting part of this mark, you also have another mark, like a reversed cross, which tells me this happened during the crucifixion of Jesus. So it means you met Jesus and that Jesus put the mark on you. So it tells me that religion is quite important to your soul. Which religion is, doesn't matter. You can choose like any religion to practice. But meeting prophets always leaves a mark on the soul. So you do believe in miracles, you do believe in magic, you do believe in possibilities of anything is possible, but I don't think you believe in yourself strong enough, because you are marked by many interesting signs. You're marked by Jesus. This is crazy and very unusual to have, and you should believe in yourself like way more than you believe now. You are born for fame, success, for abundance, for wealth. Money is supposed to come easy to your life, but I do think you overthink many things and you make it hard for you to receive money, abundance. It's actually very hard for you to receive help. You are the kind of person who is always independent, sometimes stubborn. If you would find a way to be helped, I would say, or to easily receive help from people, your life would be so much easier, but this is your choice. You want your independence and you're getting it in like crazy way of shape or form. This is unusual part of your palm, like here. This is unusual. It's like, you know, it has specific name. And in ancient Rome, people with this mark, like with this kind of like smile, they called it the smile here. They used to be the most famous philosophers and public speakers. So it means you have an amazing gift of public speaking and you are a natural leader. So people will always follow you, but you're using your divine feminine. So you're very soft. You don't make people follow you. It's just there is something in you that makes them kind of like want to be in your presence. It has to do with your energy healing abilities, but it also has to do with this crazy mind of yours that is kind of magical in a way that you show to people that you're strong without showing it. You are crazily creative, crazily artistic. You have an unusual mind. You have an unusual approach to many things. If you would find a way to combine your magical abilities with your daily life, you will change your future forever, and you will find a way to manifest like crazy things. There is one person in your life that is already next to you, that is your guide, your guru, I would say your teacher. This person will show you the direction of your life path. In 1 year, everything in your life will drastically change, and the life will take like kind of crazy turn, but turn for the best, because the way you see your future now, it's not something incredible, I think. So you need this like crazy kind of like shook from the universe to see how crazy your life might be, because when you dream, your dreams come true. So the bigger you dream, the more things you're going to manifest in the future. You already have the future predestined for you. It's an amazing future. So if something now is not in your life and you're scared that you not might receive the things you want, don't worry, your future is way better than you imagine it. And when it comes to people, I do know that you're always surrounded by people and people want to be friends with you. It's very easy for you to find not like-minded people, but the people to spend time with. But I do know that no one knows who you are. No one even suspects what's inside your mind. You are as hidden as the philosopher's stones, honestly. No one ever came even close to deciphering your soul, because you yourself still haven't found the key to unlock all of these mysteries of your soul. You still don't know who you truly are, and you still don't even have an idea what are you capable of. And in 1 year it will come to you. It's like you will find this key, you will open these gates of your soul, and you will be surprised by what's hidden there. It's like this inner craziness going to be unleashed. You are on the right path, and I think you feel sometimes this craziness that's supposed to come, and that's actually what makes you scared a little bit of the future, because you know that this will make you maybe move far away and find new people and change everything that you have in your life. So you're kind of like waiting for it, but you're also scared that it's coming. You're scared to lose your routine. You know, Nina, you are crazy, powerful and crazy gifted. There are no coincidences in your life. Everything that happens, it's always connected with your abilities and always connected with your soul mission. And your mission is to be happy, to find this inner witch, to unleash it, and to start spreading your knowledge and start spreading your gifts. You are not supposed to help people. You're just supposed to guide them, and you're supposed to show what you can do. And one way in another, I think you will find a way to actually show this. It could be even through art. So make sure that you are open to the universe, you're open to the changes that come into you. And I think you know when it starts happening. You're going to feel the shift in your life, and it's going to be very soon. Okay, now I want to actually read tarot for you. I'm choosing one of my favorite decks because this is like very interesting decks, especially for gifted people. I know that you don't have any messages, like you don't want to ask me any specific questions, but I just want to pull a few cards to see what's going to come, because I feel you are at this point of life and you are very open to all this possibility that can come and to the new future. So let's see what the cards can tell us. First of all, I want to see what's at the bottom of the deck. Interesting, the Lovers. So, the energy of love. Literally, this is the Major Arcana card, which doesn't even need explanation. You are in love. Something crazy, like super unusual relationship. So, it could be, you know, sometimes like this card to me, sometimes it tells the story that it's not usual love relationship, like not romantic relationship. There could be a person that you're just going through some kind of like war together, like spiritual war, like a quest, something crazy unusual, something that you're gonna remember forever, regardless how it goes. And amazing card to have, amazing number as well. And interestingly enough, the first card here is also Major Arcana. It's number 5, the High Priest, and Major Arcana number 6. So this is the beginning and this is the end. You are at the moment experiencing something special in your life, which is amazing. So the first card, like I said, the High Priest, and you have the High Priestess mark on your palm. So it kind of tells me that even though I said that you're using your divine feminine, your divine masculine is also at work at the moment. So you are, I would say, you're using your masculine mind in order to build your empire. But whatever it is you're building, it's concentrating on like physical aspect, on 3D realm. I think you should be more concentrated on your spiritual side as well, because your physical empire is actually doing amazing at the moment. This card tells me that you have a connection with Kabbalah, Jewish mysticism. So learn about the most like famous topics out there, like maybe Tree of Life, symbols of Kabbalah. This is something interesting to you, and it's also coincided with the religion, so Jesus as well. This card to me represents the knowledge that people who used to follow Jesus, they would be spreading. So whatever he said, regardless of whatever it is in the Bible, you kind of heard it all. So deep inside, you know which passages from Bible are true and which are not true. Two of Shekinah, again, this is the card that represents the dwelling of God. Shekinah is always talks about the religion and the aspect of the divine in us. Number 2 are all about choices. Actually, interestingly enough, June is governed by number 2, and you having birthday in June also tells me that the choice will be presented to you soon. And the choice either or, whatever you choose, it's going to be a good choice and good results. So whatever you choose without any hard feelings, honestly. You just have to make it, you know, and that's all. Another 3 cards that I pulled for you. Let's see what's here. First one, 8 of Alchemists. Like I said, you are connected to alchemy, so sigils and alchemical symbols, alchemical knowledge you can use in your creations, in your art. This card also tells me that you are tend to overthink, and I saw it on your palm as well. This is something that you should remove kind of from yourself. People like you, gifted people who are guided by so many deities and so many energies and so many entities, your life's supposed to be so easy. You are the only one who making it hard. So make sure that you stop overthinking and using your mind so much. Use your intuition. It's crazy wild, and it can lead you to better places than your mind. Stop overthinking. Seven of Mystics. This is like one of my favorite cards. It always talks about, first of all, number 7 is number of a seeker. So you should seek mysticism, secret knowledge. So maybe in the next few months, dedicate more time to occult knowledge and spiritual practices and trying different things. This card usually talks to me the power of the hand, because there is like an eye in the palm, and it talks about your lumps in the palms that indicates your highest points of your energy. So use your palms more, maybe go and look more into palm readings or energy healings through palms. Also read about chakra points, especially the ones that you have on your palms and your feet. This is something that you should go into more and kind of uncover the secrets and mysteries. This is, I think, the card that's supposed to be kind of like symbolizes your soul purpose. You're supposed to seek this occult knowledge more than 3D realm, because you see there is like interesting settlement there with houses and everything, but it should be behind. You should go into this darkness, into these dark clouds, and embrace your darkness and embrace your power and embrace your inner witch. This is your purpose. And to kind of coincides with this card, it's another 7 of mages. So it's reversed. It means this is something that is close to you. This is something that your mind doesn't want to go into, to seek magic. Mysticism, maybe it's okay for you, something supernatural, like something light, but the magic itself, this beautiful card tells me that you're really supposed to concentrate on seeking your inner magic and practicing more. You have an amazing person next to you who you can practice rituals or spells together. I do ask of you to try more to connect with your magical side, with your inner dark witch, and practice more and connect to your demons. You do have an ability to talk to demons and angels, so make sure you do that. This is something that's required of your soul for the next few years, I would say, because biggest changes are starting when you start looking for them. So start looking within. And I think this is enough tarot. Honestly, like amazing cards, all of them. Even the numbers. All of these numbers, like choices, empire, abundance, and seeking. Like powerful messages and powerful numbers that are guiding your soul at the moment. Okay, now let's see the candle wax reading. I prepared for you, of course, flowers for your birthday, and I prepared for your silver candle. Silver because this is your metal for protection, for having enchanted jewelry on yourself. Always use silver. This is something that you've been using for many past lives and reincarnation, and that's why I'm using it now. Silver represents the moon, darkness, connection with the stars. It represents the hidden aspect of occult and supernatural, and this is something that you should, I think, use more. Also for you, silver is very healing. You know, having a High Priestess mark on you, on your palm, usually tells me that you should always work under the moon, and you should always use flowers, metal, and crystals in your practice when you do some kind of rituals or spells. Those are the elements that work best for you. That's why actually I'm having so much flowers on my altar today. Interesting. So usually this candle doesn't behave like that. This is like the candle that I usually get for candle wax readings from the same store. If I would need to deliver a message to you, I would say there is no message. I would say your demons doesn't want you to know anything at the moment, because maybe you're not ready to hear. Maybe you still don't believe. Maybe you still kind of blocked from all of this knowledge that might come to you. And I don't think I'm gonna try again because it was like such a vivid sign. I just want to tell you this. When I was looking for you in the underworld, you stood there by yourself, but behind your shoulders there was a tall, dark, like a shadow figure standing behind you in a cape, like a protector. This is not a human being. This is not a living person, because he doesn't stand in our realm. He doesn't have a name. He looked to me like, you know, these Anunnaki gods, someone like that, with the same jewelry, the same like facial features. So I would tell you that he is the representation of the beginning of your power. Anunnaki gods, if you read about them, they started from ancient Assyrian, Mesopotamian, Akkadian civilizations. Some people believe that they were aliens, like ancient aliens who came to Earth with knowledge, and they helped and maybe even created humans. So you either this God, specific God creation, or you are the one who helped him to create humans. Because he's standing there always with you, it means that the source of your power also connected with the beginning of the civilization, with the beginning of the human race on Earth. So you are connected with humans more than you think. So whichever you do, whichever path you choose in this lifetime, if it doesn't include human interaction, it will never success. It will never be fulfilled. Like, you never be fulfilled by anything you do unless it's involved in around humans. Even if it's like, you know, even if you become an artist, even if you become like an online entrepreneur, you're always supposed to cater and to be working like for human and for people in one way or shape or form or another. You are a person who gets energy from others. At least once a day you need to be interacting with someone who is alive. This is one of the things that makes you an energy vampire. I know this term has like a lot of negative connotation in our days, but it's not negative. It just means that you need to always transfer your energy to another person and take their energy. But usually in your case, you take their negative energy and you kind of heal them. So it's a good exchange. You're giving your strengths and you're giving your power, but then you take their sicknesses. You are the kind of person who always refills your own energy, so you don't need to recharge yourself or ground yourself. For you, just being active, feeling happy, doing what you love is enough for you to have like your energy levels in a good level always. When you feel drowned of energy, it means someone tried to do some kind of like spell on you or some kind of magic on you or put evil eye. You know, there's a lot of witches that don't know that they're witches. They can kind of hex you when they look at you with jealousy or something. And you do get a lot of jealousy from women. That's why for you it's easier to be friends with men than with women, because you always feel there's something going on with them, some kind of negative like jealous vibe, or sometimes they're not sincere with you. It's just because they feel your power and they feel that subconsciously you are stronger than them, and maybe they don't like to admit that, and they send in this negative vibe to you. So being friends with men is easier for you, because men, they're not like that, and they usually don't send negative energy like subconsciously. If they want to send something negative, they actually like do it the way that you can see it right away. Also in the underworld, you stand with the veil. Your face is veiled, so it means no one can find you. So even if you go for a reading, you need to be like open for the reading. You need to give you permission. And I know you gave your permission for me to read for you, and that's why I was able to. But if you go, for example, for a reading and you don't like the person, you don't feel comfortable, no one will ever read you. This is an amazing thing to see. But it's very hard for you to actually know how to express your true feelings, because you always have this veil on your face, like on your head in a way, so people sense that you're closed, even though you behave in a nice way, but yet they know that you're not open to them completely. Your energy is amazing. In the underworld, you kind of have this like I would say, moonlight all over you. So you have the shine around you, and that's why the shadow is very visible. You have some kind of, in underworld, usually people who I see there, they just stand there, and it's like stillness and quietness around them. You have some kind of like movement, like wind. So there's always like changes, and it's always like kind of like it's playing with your dress. You're standing with a dress that look like a metal, like a silver dress that is also moving. It's also unusual, but it tells me that you have the ability to move everywhere. In underworld, you have the ability to see others, so you can easily do readings or do something like I do if you choose to one day. But you also can predict the death. You can see when people about to pass away, or you can sense if something bad supposed to happen to them. It always comes like a physical feeling, and you don't know how to express it, and you don't know like what's going on, but this means that something supposed to happen to them. If you start like journaling yourself, I'm gonna go back in time, and for example, if you send something about a person and then you ask them like a few days if something happened to them, they're always gonna tell you what happened. You are among of these people who have the access to the time itself, like Akashic library or the time frame. So you can always predict, like Nostradamus, you can predict events that might happen on Earth in the future, like life-changing events, something like 9/11 or earthquakes, something crazy. Especially when you have your dreams, sometimes you can see the future. When it comes to your dreams, if you see people that you don't know, those are usually the people from your past lives. This is when your mind remembering them and bringing their faces back to your life. So those dreams, when you see strangers, those are usually the indicators of new people that you're supposed to meet that are actually coming from your past lives. So make sure when you remember your dreams, maybe write them down, so in the future you might see what happened during the dream. I think this is it. And Nina, thank you so much. I know it's a gift for you, but I still feel like I was meant to read for you because you're such an amazing human being. And again, I wish you a happy birthday and have a magical day. And I hope all your wishes and dreams come true. And please dream bigger, because you can manifest anything you want in your life. And good luck with everything on your life journey, and just become the amazing, powerful dark witch you are.